Hello, my name is Jason and welcome back to I Have a Story. I just got to make a video and went in to download it, and I saw that I had a viewer comment, and I haven't been able to get online and check all my stuff like I would normally do, as you know where my life is right now if you've been following along. I just getting equipment and getting back to being able to get online, and I saw I had a comment from a viewer who was talking about my Honey BooBoo video, and so I have a couple things to talk about here. The very first thing I want to share with people to start right off the bat: if I made a mistake, I made a mistake, and this is what I've told and taught my children. You can make all the mistakes in the world you want. It shows one thing, and you can only do it if you do two. One, it shows that you're getting off your butt and doing something. Don't be scared to get up and try new things and do stuff. If you make a mistake, there's two things you do. One is, the first one is the hardest thing, and you can never get to step two without step one. And it's the hardest thing people have with making mistakes, is admitting you made a mistake. Two, learn from it. If you can do that, well, I'm here to hopefully show you how smart I am. So if I was wrong about that Honey BooBoo video, which I still don't know, because one, I really struggle with reading, and I can't read. I read headlines, I can't read paragraphs, and my software that reads that to me is slow, and it takes me a long time. But I also want to say, with this technology, and it's one thing that's driving me nuts with this technology, I tried researching what that woman posted on there. I believe it was a woman. I cannot find anything about what she's talking about. The only thing I get is Honey BooBoo dies. Honey BooBoo dies. Is Honey BooBoo still alive? Honey BooBoo dies. Honey BooBoo dies. That's all I get. I can't find anything about was there a show that, because when I first saw Honey BooBoo was when it first came out, and as far as I know, it was the actual mom and the daughter. It was not a television show with a actress and actors playing. It was mom and daughter. And it was mom treating her daughter like an animal, getting attention by being bizarre and living a bizarre life that was unhealthy, which was my whole point of that video. Because what that has done is it normalizes that stuff in society and creates people who want to act like that. Because we need more of that, right? Our world isn't unhealthy enough already. So that was my point to that whole video and talking about that, just like Jerry Springer. I watched a couple videos, laughed, and then said, all right, now I'm getting kind of disgusted. I can't sit here and just keep watching that. I can laugh at a couple shows and laugh at a couple instances, and just like life. Don't want to keep living your life like that. Well, I don't want to keep watching it on TV. At my life, I've lived that. I could laugh at those moments, but not try to relive it and keep living it and living it and living it. So I have, after, I believe she said a name in there, and I couldn't go back and look it up. And again, this is part of me making my videos, and I want to learn. The more you feed back to me, the more I learn and become more knowledgeable myself. And I'm hoping to share my knowledge with you, and you see my mistakes even and learn from my mistakes. So I still, though, can't find anything. I Googled it twice and three times in three different ways, and all I get is Honey BooBoo dies, 29, cancer. Is Honey BooBoo still alive? Who is Honey BooBoo? Honey BooBoo is a television star who died at 29 with cancer. That's all I get throughout, and then all the way down to even where it says end of listings. So that's all I can find. That is still all I can find. Without, again, maybe if I believe she said another name in there, and I don't know if there is two different, I don't know. And I mean, this is a lack of knowledge on my part that I will admit, but I don't need to know. And maybe there were some heartfelt, good episodes that took place throughout the run of that show. But at the end of the day, and I mean, you even see the parodies of it in other shows. Daughter acting like an animal. So that was my point of that video. And while it's okay to have this stuff and to laugh at it, it's not okay to normalize it and become it ourselves. And that's happened to far too many people. I've watched it all around me, and people who act like that and normalize it. Well, it's okay. Look, they're not even doing it and still alive, but they're famous for doing that. So let's act like that and get everybody's attention. And then people have to keep topping it and topping it and topping it to get more attention. I just part of why we are where we are. we've opened up the door and just let it run loose. So if I was wrong on any part of that video, please, anybody else who wants to comment and tell me, was I wrong in any part of what I was saying, please let me know. But if, again, I didn't follow along with the show. I just saw the initial run of it in the very beginning. I saw parodies of it in other shows, and I didn't want to keep watching it. So, and again, with this technology, I can have somebody stand right next to me. Both of us use Google. Both of us search the same exact words. And both of us get not just two different things. I can understand getting two different things, at least in part, because we have catered to your wants and your personal views. Oh, buddy, it's okay, buddy. I understand we have that personalization to it. But at the end of the day, I've had people stand right next to me and even go all the way to the end of list, no more to show you, and never find the same stuff that I searched in the exact same words on the same engines. So this is where I'm really having a problem too with, and I want to talk about all this on my channel and how we find our way through it all. Bubbles, it's okay, buddy. Come here. Here's my little bubbies. Hey, Bubbles. What you out there barking at? Oh, this is Bubbles. Alright. So again, if I made a mistake on that, I do apologize, and if anybody else wants to add to any of that, feel free to. But I did want to share, one, if I made a mistake, I want to show that I make mistakes. We all do, we're human. I want to show that I'll come out here and talk about them. That's all part of getting through life and learning and becoming a better person. And help us all learn together and grow better as a community and learn from one another. But at the end of the day, my point with all that was, and again, I didn't keep up with it. It was just one that just popped in my head. Like, that was one show, and I wonder whatever happened to that girl. She was a little girl that started out, and mom, again, trying to be bizarre and get attention by being bizarre with her daughter to get people's attention, and wondered whatever happened to her. So I just Googled just the name, Honey Boo Boo, and all I get is obituary statement after statement after, and we, how do we wade through all that and still not even be able to get to all the information that is even relevant? Like, again, I tried, is she still alive? Why isn't there, if there are a character and an actress, why isn't there a distinguishment in Google coming out saying the actor passed away, but the character's still alive? This stuff's driving me nuts. I try to learn, and I try to be a better person, and how do I struggle? How do I work with my struggles with doing that with what I'm being taught? Again, we've learned this, and I'm going to talk about this through my entire life, about the things I've been taught, and now learn what was I actually taught and what does it really mean today. And how do we all get through it? And my dog is apparently on something here, and I'm going to end this video and go, I don't know, I guess let him run his little paws off, go see what he's barking at. But I want to, I wanted to make this video and to views of that comment, and I'd really like to one day, if I can, build an audience, and it would be great to be able to sit here and have group chat and talks with people, their actual voices, not just typing on a screen. Being able to talk with people and share ideas and get more thoughts and knowledge. So please stay tuned, and I'm gonna go play with my dog.